Hello, friends. In this uh, episode, I would like to talk various aspects of education in India, and there are lots of challenges within the Indian education, and I would like to share from the perspective of Telangana state in India. So there are lots of irregularities, and there is a I would like to call it as college mafia, in the sense most of the colleges they do all adjustments, and they are not ethical and they are not passionate. They want to make money by any means. So sometimes these colleges will blame faculty and faculty will blame students. So that's how things have been are happening. This is the challenge. Uh, uh, Government sometimes blames educational institutions uh, for not complying with that. Then again, fee reimbursement is one more challenge in Telangana. So like that, lots of challenges are there in the private educational institutions, especially I am talking for BTech and also some of the MBA colleges. So these are all the challenges I have come across, and I would like to share because I worked as a professor. I think for a few years I worked, but I could not work in the colleges because these colleges were not paying salaries on time. That's the one challenge. Sometimes they don't pay salaries also for 3 months, 6 months. This is how things happen in Telangana, and there is a lot of corruption. And what the colleges would do is that they invite authorities from JNTU, OU, and other universities, and they are invited for us. To deliver, to become guest speakers. So like that, they keep doing it. Why do they? That is that colleges are indirectly bribing the universities. These are all the challenges, and then again, what they do is that. There is a differential payment system, in the sense officially they say some they pay salaries to the faculty members and professors, and unofficially they take. This is known as a differential payment system, in the sense they say, for example, 1 lakh on record, but actually amount is created around 50,000 or 60,000, like that. So this is how they do it. When you look at these colleges, you can find out from their records how these irregularities are happening. And whenever there is an inspection for the educational institutions, these educational institutions have already have some adjustments with like NAC and various other authorities. And again, the educational institutions, they also bribe. So everywhere bribing. So when the bribe, when there is a bribe, then things go in a different manner. And so in this process, what I found is that students are not able to get a quality education, and the faculty, these educational institutions, they take young faculty members who just became who passed out from the colleges after BTech, and they become faculty members. We call them as assistant professors. That's how they do it. And this some of the people who passed out from BTech, they become faculty members and they're paid less, but still they join. Why? Because until they get better placements, they work in the colleges as assistant professors. So like this, when how can you expect quality of education when the faculty members don't have basic requirements? So these are the challenges, and some of the students, they blame the faculty for not teaching. Yes, this is the challenge, but the problem is that the faculty are not getting salaries on time, which they can't tell to the students, and students blame the faculty. Then faculty blame the educational institutions. But however, this faculty can't openly blame the educational institution because they get regular salaries. That too, the salaries are also through adjustment. That means, for instance, if an assistant professor is getting around 15,000 or 20,000 or something like that, on record they show it or show more than what they get. For example, if they are as a junior, an assistant professor, for a year or 2 years, he works in the colleges. Officially, they are paid more, for example, 25,000, 30,000, but actually on the hand they get around 15,000 or something like that. So there is a gap. So there is a lot of corruption that's happening in the educational institutions, especially in the state of Telangana. And it is, don't think that it happens only in Telangana state or Andhra Pradesh, but such things do happen in other educational institutions. So somehow they do it. So what I would like to say is that, first of all, nobody is passionate. That's the problem. Educational institutions are the temples of learning. Unfortunately, there is corruption. Once corruption enters into educational institutions, how can we get quality education? This is the challenge. Now again, when I look at students also, some of the students, they are not passionate. They just want to pass out with BTech or MBA. This is the problem with the student. This is the problem with the faculty members, and it's a problem from the educational institutions, the management, the management people from the educational institutions. Then again, this management, the management of the education institution, they blame again the government for not paying the their salaries on time. So like this, lots of irregularities are happening in Telangana, not only in Telangana state but also in other states. But since I worked as a professor, I had my own challenges, and that was the reason why I didn't work in the colleges for a decade, because again I go to college, and then again they won't pay salaries on time. Sometimes I had to fight legally, so it takes a lot of time. So this is how the things are happening. I would like to call it as college mafia. Fake colleges, fake students, and fake faculty. I would like to say that. So everything is through adjustment, and so that's the reason I am trying to share with you. So what we have to do is that we have to streamline the education system, and we have to look for the education institutions who are passionate and who can add value and impact. So these are the aspects we should make a note of, so that we'll be able to have quality of education. And it's not that easy, but it's going on. But hopefully things will fall into the place, and I think we'll have quality educations. When you look at top universities like Harvard, Kellogg's, MIT, they're they have their own brand. So when we look at in India, uh, most of the colleges don't fall in the top 100, except some examples. So this is these are all the challenges I have come across. So that's the reason for a decade I didn't go to join as a faculty member. I mean, to become a professor. So these are all the things I am sharing with you. And let me share with you my challenge. I am Professor M.S.Rao. I have authored 54 books, including the best-selling book See the Light in You, for which the Nobel laureate, His Holiness Dalai Lama, has written a foreword. And I received a foreword from former Vice President of India, Mr. Venkaiah Naidu garu. So then, so many great people, they have written forewords for my books. So I'm very happy. Of course, I still belong to a lower middle class family with lots of financial challenges. But I can't compromise with this private educational institution. That's why I am not working in the private colleges for more a decade, despite having financial challenges, mental challenges, and I had a brain stroke in the year 2021. This was one more challenge. So my life is full of struggles, but I don't mind because. We have to focus on education, quality education. So what I am doing is daily I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, night 10 o'clock. I keep working hard and I keep publishing books. But again, books are also not. I'm not getting any positive response despite published 54 books. The challenge is that. Uh, uh, the chat GPT technology has disrupted everything, and sometimes I find it very difficult to adapt after the brain stroke, and especially because of the technology, artificial intelligence. But I am trying to cope up. So I am 62 years old, but still I am not giving up, and you should never give up in your life. Life is a gift, life is an opportunity, and thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel.